Chapter 1 introduces us to 3 characters and 3 brands. Matsuri's lovely melody, Hina's vivid star, and the returning brand Prism Stone. Let's cover them in that order. Matsuri's our MC, and her first chords are her uniform and her check chord. I love that each uniform is tailored to the girl, and hers looks really comfy. It's down to earth with a simple blazer and the long brown skirt, foregoing the frill that the others opt for. The check chords this season are pretty good too. I love the beret and the busy bright check lines. Another cute touch is the black portion on the skirt. Really adds some intrigue to it. Lastly, Matsuri's casual outfit feels very modern. The tank top is cute and I love the denim pants. Really cute sandals too. A very well put together outfit that I could see existing in real life. The first chord Matsuri earns is made in Marguerite, and at first I didn't really like this one. It felt like the flowers were just plastered on. Despite this, the colors really do suit her long red hair. I've warmed up to it, but it's still far from the best. Heart Balloon is her next chord, and I love this one a lot more. The balloons look way more integrated into the dress, and the stripe pattern is just really unique. The shapes and the pastel palette are super appealing. Cute ribbons on the legs too. Overall, these are great choices, however I do wish we got to see these chords in the anime. Halloween Frill was given to her by Jennifer, so I expected to see it, perhaps in a Halloween episode, but given the scheduling, I'll forgive that. Petite Pearl does appear, but the art quality makes it absolutely atrocious. Here's some better pictures so you know what it's supposed to look like. The beige variant would have been a more unique pick too. Peppy Check Green could have been a casual chord, but girly denim just works so much better. Lastly, Fruit Parfait is a bit too campy to throw out there, but I would have loved to see it appear. Such a maximalist design. Throughout this whole arcade series, there's a few designs that throw us back to Prepara, but overall it's a bit more modern. Hina's our next character, and she's a bit sporty, so her uniform has sneakers. Despite this, it still features a bright yellow jacket and accessories to show off her livelier side. The uniform is really comfy and stylish, creating a very active look that still manages to look stylish. Hina's casual chord is full of neon colors and varied textures, which really suits her active lifestyle. I love the neon space colors with the space socks, and the neon skirt is one of my favorite touches. The black used throughout really helps balance the brightness of this outfit. In episode 5, Hina gets to model 2 looks, rock leather and street line. Street line does what I feel Colorful Shake struggled with, and that's making cute, bright sportswear. It's a little impractical, but it gets the job done. Very bright and appealing. Not a fan of rock leather though. The textures and colors just feel very off for this brand, and they don't even look that good together. It's ambitious, and the edgy red and blue is unique, but this is not something we needed to try. The next chord we see is one of Hina's best. The hip-hop chord draws from real-life street styles and is a stark departure from the outfits in Pre-Chan. It shows how far we've come that this chord could actually work in real life. The bright fizzy blue with the darker pants, offset by the yellow suspenders. This chord is color theory gold. Hina looks great in this, and I think a lot of real-life idols could wear this. Finally, we'll cover Spark Star, the brand's ultra rare. Super athletic and bright, screams at you with the glitter textures and all the colors. The deviation from the typical cool colors for this is much appreciated. We haven't really seen a character allowed to look so bright while also being allowed to embody this kind of personality. Primagi's fashion stand out a lot more. Overall, Chapter 1 showed us the new grounded approach for fashion. Chords draw a lot more from real-life outfits, and this sets them apart from their predecessors, which were high camp. I think the past design philosophy really peaked with the jewel chords, then crashed and burned with Illuminage. It makes sense as the next step for the franchise that after going so insane, they would want to tone it down to something more realistic. Matsuri's brand is really good with making girly outfits that have fun, oversized accessories. Hina's brand combines athletic and streetwear with bold colors and unique textures. I really love the attention poured into the girls' uniforms and casual outfits too. It's a really great start and is a sign of good things to come. Chapter 2 introduces us to Lemon and her brand, Radiant Abyss. Classic red is her casual chord, and it suits her indoor lifestyle with its frilly gothic Lolita style. Lemon's uniform is surprisingly dramatic. It could almost be a performance chord. I really love the floral accessory and the large black skirt. It's a regal outfit that commands attention. Her ultra rare is the glorious stained glass, one of the strongest designs in all of idol anime. The black base combined with a bright mosaic creates immediate intrigue, and the contrast guides your eyes out to the skirt and the white socks to keep her legs visible. The golden mesh being replicated in silver on the black skirt keeps it consistent, and I really like the consistent use of lines in the mosaic. The mesh and bust really bring harmony to this whole chord. Its only weakness is the weird hat crown that's also got straps. It's doing a lot, and it feels like it's trying to be 3 different kinds of hats. It just bothers me. I don't think the mosaic was needed here either. It's very busy, and given that her hair is already bright, it's a very unnecessary accessory. Great design overall, and probably one of the strongest ultra rares. Lemon's second performance chord is a gothic cave chord. It's another really wide outfit, so much volume. All of Lemon's outfits have really large and dramatic silhouettes. It's why stained glass is able to accomplish so much aesthetically. There's a lot of space. This one doesn't do as much, but at least she got a second one. Apart from these two, here are the other chords we get. Winter Fur gives me vague Russian vibes and is very classy. Perhaps she would wear this in a Christmas episode. Moonlight is another classy chord with beautiful stars in the night sky skirt. The stripes and golden accents are really pretty and remind me of Eve's brand from Pre-Chan. Much like the fruit dress, we get our very own camp outfit in dressy piano. This looks ridiculous, but I love it. So much going on with the bells, the scales, and the piano keys. It's incredible. Academy Brown is a lot simpler, but the brown check pattern really elevates this uniform to a cute detective outfit. Our last chord is Vintage Coat. It's just a combination of Lemon's casual chords. It's alright, I guess. Lemon's style overall is very dramatic with large silhouettes and a bold use of lines. I think it's a bit limited visually, but overall this is a really standout goth brand. So what about the other girls? Matsuri receives Pastel Macaron, which continues the design language of Lovely Melody. Girly dresses with big bright accessories. The frosting design on the skirt is great, and the macarons are nice. However, I still want my Christmas episode where Matsuri gets to wear Christmas Bell Pink. The recolors are all nice, but the pink one is really iconic. The little bell and white fur are very cute, and the gold accents really elevate this chord. The check pattern and the bells are such gorgeous decorations. Retro Girl is cute too, and it's a sin she never wore it. The last one though, pretty forgettable. Check setup is a limitation of the designs because I feel check setup is just fine. The fabric doesn't render very well. It makes sense in real life, but I think the 3D hasn't caught up yet. Finally, there's Kitty Cat Suspenders, which is a comfy and bright outfit for Miamu. Hina's brand introduces us to the element chords. Now these were a surprise. Going into Primagi, we all wondered what the new gimmick would be, but no one was expecting something so simple. It's a really fun idea, so let's see our first. Our first element is Flare the Phoenix. When I saw this, I kinda lost my mind. The game animation is incredible on these flames. I love the feathery fabric with its flaming tail and arm feathers. The golden accents contrast well with the dress, and the black skirt is impactful while breaking up the color. It makes a great impression and gives us a lot to look forward to. There's a few fun street or dance chords, but none of them really fit Hina. Outside fight and chord, I don't think we missed much. This chapter was mostly about Lemon, and she gets a good variety of clothes. All the other characters are really distinct. It's great that the anime puts so much effort into switching up the girls' outfits, so let's hope they keep that up. Amana is the most lesbian idol we've ever seen. The clothes she wears are no exception. The mannish jacket chord is so elegant and mature. It really gives off rich auntie vibes. I love the sleek and classy feeling this chord gives me. It's really incredible what they designed for her. Her school uniform is no joke either, being a stylish white suit. Amana's first performance chord is Elegant Jewel. Eternal Review is a really theatrical brand, with this chord being Takarazuka themed. I love the glorious feather cape and the beautiful white suit. Those shimmering details just add to the class of the outfit. She looks amazing here. 10 out of 10. Her second chord is Justice Rose. An alright choice, though I would have preferred the steampunk chord. Perhaps it's my tricolor bias, but this chord is really incredible with its lines and the steampunk details. The cogs and metallic parts really emphasize the theme, and the ruffle on the chest is beautiful. I also love the black pants and the really masculine boots. By comparison, the rosy pants of Justice Rose just feel lazy. While the top is certainly creative, I would have preferred if she wore this as a casual cord and some fancy stylish pants and a belted top with golden detail. The heels add to the mature vibe, giving Amana a slightly older image. I've noticed that despite being masculine, Amana is often dressed like an older woman, with less bright colors and more grounded accessories. It's a good choice that makes her stand out from the more youthful cast. For the girls' group performance, they used the marching chords introduced in this brand. They're all really cute, and I like that both Hina and Amana get pants. Overall, the season is more willing to break away from tropes, kinda like Akatsu Planet. I also love that the colors are more unique. Lemon gets red, Matsuri teal, and Mitaki gets yellow. It's a breakaway from their usual palettes, while also acknowledging these colors as really great accents. Hence the teal for Matsuri, because it goes really well with her red hair. The whole performance is tied into the aqua element arc, so let's cover that. I love the watery texture enhanced by the wavy scalloped fabric. The white pants are really glamorous, as is the large fountain on the back. It gives the cord a really Takarazuka vibe and suits Amana to a T. Looking back on it now, it's surprising we even speculated on who was gonna get this when it was so obviously made for Amane. Heart Feather is Matsuri's new ultra rare, and its icy blue gradients really complement her red hair. The beautiful wings on the chest pair well with the ruffled sleeves, and the fun ribbon is very dynamic. Overall, it's a pretty great outfit and really deserving of main character status. I love the heart earrings, the gold jewelry, and pretty much everything. This is one of the best chords that the girls get. Outside that, she also has Chocolatier, which is a nice maid outfit, but I don't really care for it much. Finally, we meet our queen, Jennifer. True Love is such a departure from classic chords. Rather than focusing on accessories or ridiculous add-ons, this dress has a very simple concept that relies on texture to bring it to life. Even the fancy leg jewelry is hidden under the dress. I love that she's the only one with a crown outside Lemon so far. The silver really matches her dark skin, and the golden hair adds to that luxury feel. It just stands out by being a very solid outfit. No gimmicks, no outrageous concepts, the pinnacle of Primagi's new approach. But back to the camp, Lemon walks in with Rose Queen, one of the most extravagant outfits, and this beautiful peacock dress. I love that the brand is allowed to have the voluminous dresses that Aikatsu stars loved. So with all that said, let's move on to Mitaki, the best character, is finally here. She first appears in her casual chord, which features pastels and hearts in a sweet mix of yellow and purple. It's very cute. The uniform is unique too, with its shawl that matches the skirt's shape, making it feel very balanced. Mitaki also gets Fancy Dream, which is a cross between her uniform and gingham jumper. Her outfits seem to use rounder skirts a lot. But what about the big one? The chord it took her so long to get. Miracle Bear is a large, wide dress that features bright accessories and soft, round shapes. The check pattern carries the outfit by giving the plainer parts some flair, and the big teddy bears look really cute. The blue, pink, and yellow are a staple in cute chords, even featured in Rainbow Berry Parfait. These three colors look like a pastel rainbow without it being too busy, so they're pretty common. Overall, it's an easy 10. Now, Mitaki didn't get any other brand chords, and I can't see why. Easter Bunny is another layered chord with a big animal accessory, and I would have loved to see it. It pairs well with Miracle Bear, and shows off the brand concept really well. Angel Ice is a really cute retro chord, which is pretty close to Lovely Melody. These brands both use large accessories and cute colors. The main difference is that Cherry Sugar is less saturated, more pastel. Next up is our newest character, Auru. She's the child genius of the series and has really unique colors. Her brand is futuristic and really tech themed. She usually wears this lazy but comfy overall with a cute pixel heart. She doesn't go to school, so there is no uniform here. Mechanic Beat is the ultra rare, and it's a big wide coat with lots of patterns and fabrics. These combine to create a really sleek tech aesthetic. The choice of clothing is so unique because we rarely see a big coat with capris. The patterns remind me of mod fashion, but the shapes feel more dance because of how it moves in the choreo. There's also some very cool rocket shoes. It feels a lot younger than the other coords, which suits Auru and uses the colors in really unique ways. Teal is criminally underused in idol anime. Her second coord is China Neon, which reminds me of that one creature. I won't try to pronounce it, but this coord is very street. Bright neon green is a great contrast for black. Cyber Game is literally a Twitch streamer costume, and I don't think it was the best choice for the performance. The choreo is clearly made with Mechanic Beat in mind, which is why I feel like that coord counts as street/dance wear. The brand is like a cooler, techy, vivid star. Oversized hoodies, a more active side of Electro Remix, which is why I said it's kinda like Vivid Star. Lastly, we've got a new element, Flash. This one's a bright yellow cloak with pretty fun pleats. The little orbs make it look zappy, and the silver adds a metallic feel. I really appreciate the crown and the creative approach to these elements so far. We've only had 3, but they're all very distinct in terms of color, theme, and even the clothing used. However, it's just not as impactful as the past 2 in terms of presentation. Matsuri gets her third casual outfit, and this one uses light teal and girly ribbons with cross stitching. Hina's in a big hoodie on top of another hoodie. The black star is really stylish, and I love that she always wears caps. Once again, great styling on both the girls. Matsuri's always been very feminine, and Hina's style is distinctly street. Another coord I'd love to highlight is Spring Flower because of its gorgeous pastel colors. Last up, we have Lemon, who's wearing frilly lady blouse. This one draws its volume from the ruffled skirt. It's a smart choice as opposed to just slapping things on a wide skirt. The brand can still do that though, as shown by Vampire Girl. The bat wings are so subtly placed that it's a really good gothic coord. I kinda wish she wore this one instead of gothic cape. So that's a lot for one chapter, but believe me, there is more. From the characters no one expected to perform, we have Huey and Toma in the harness coords. These are self-explanatory, but are a great example of male fashion in idol anime. The black harness and silver details are all used to offset the color and add interest to a boring look. Despite being basic in concept, smart placing of the jewelry makes this a really cool outfit. While they don't get to wear it, British Gentle is the coord they earn, and this one is incredible. The mix of patterns and colors is really striking. The check works really well too, but I feel like the silver design on the pants was a little unnecessary. The contrast is doing more than enough. It's a very dramatic coord, and in a better world we would have seen it. Chapter 5 is all about duos. It's one of my favorite concepts, so let's get into it. First up, we've got Matsuri and Auru as Techno Magical. These coords remind me a lot of Pure Palette. The pink and blue, the polka dots, the stripes. However, I feel these colors were chosen for their connection to Vaporwave and their general feeling. When combined with the prisms and gradients, these coords really give off techno vibe. It's a really solid concept that pairs well with the lo-fi vibes of their performance. Matsuri gets yet another casual coord, but this one is a bit more formal than usual. Yellow is a color they haven't tried before, and I love the brown boots. It's a nice change. Miyamo's here too in suspenders that the animators refuse to draw. Beyond this, there's not much else. Fortune Star just kind of feels like a group coord they didn't know where to put. It is pretty though, the star theme is unique at least. Just like the brand before it, Electro Remix only gets 2 casual coords. Knit Vest is a geeky academic coord that looks like Auru actually dressed up for once. The other one is Big Silhouette, which I just can't see her wearing. It is cute though. Our next unit is Encantar, made up of Hina and Amana. Their unit coords are the Passion Etoile set. Hina looks great in the blacks and reds, and the patterns really add to their coords. I love this pairing a lot, and it's an unexpected yet fitting direction for them to go. Hina also gets Dancing Zebra. This is a fun street coord with a bright puffer jacket and colorful boots. I wish the zebra print was more utilized, but maybe less is more here. I always love when they use a light puff of fur as an accessory. They do the same thing in Hug to a Precure, but I won't spoil that. The other coords are pretty alright, I guess. There's Volume Jacket, which is something I could see Hina wearing, and Number Hoodie, which is a fun cheerleader outfit. This chapter definitely expands Vivid Star by showing just how versatile streetwear can be. It's a shame Colorful Shake never got to be that. Amana gets 2 new coords of note. First is White Frill, which is another stylish casual coord. It is a shame that her wardrobe has the least variety though. We'll get back to that later. Flying Sky is pretty great though. It's sleek, black, and dramatic. It's a gorgeous outfit with its limited palette. The final duo is Milky Lemon. These two get the pretty monochrome coords, but in a rare case, the anime makes them look worse. Something about that lighting just doesn't show off how good they are. The dichotomy is a strong point, and they love this idea so much they've done it 3 times already. The goth and femme are such a staple in this franchise, I'm surprised I didn't guess it sooner. Really great detailing on the fabric and the skirt. It's smart how just by changing the color, you can completely switch the fashion style this falls into. The wavy pattern does the least here as the lace is more than enough. This is probably my second favorite duo coord, right below Techno Magical. Off stage, Lemon gets to wear long collar. They're really running out of names at this point. It's very stylish, but you know, it's toned down. Lemon's other outfits have been a bit brighter, which is alright. Mitaki also gets a new coord which is Sky Blue, one of my favorite shades, so I was pretty excited to see it in the anime. Brown is a very underused accent color in my opinion. I forgot to include this, so I'll just add this here. The girls also get the newest elements, brightness and darkness. Conceptually, these are pretty cool with their angel and space theme respectively, and I also love that they share a wing. The hovering circular elements just add to the divine energy these coords exude. Despite the vaguer elemental concept, these are incredible designs with great use of contrast. So the duo season is over. That was a lot, and I can't believe they managed to pump out this much regularly. As we head into the final chapter, let's hope they can finish strong. So here we are, the very end of Primagi. Let's see what we got. Matsuri finally gets her own element, and that's love. The love element has lots of floaty and feathery accessories, kinda like Heart Feather. The wing elements on the dress are really fun and bouncy, which is a great choice. I also love the shoes with their majestic wing loops. The colors are light with the wing gradients and the white sheer, but the solid pink skirt really helps to show the outfit's structure. A big issue with these white feathery coords is that sometimes you lose the detail in all the monochrome. Outside her element, there's also Memory Jewel with some fun elements that look alright. The skirt is the only thing I hate. A pencil skirt underneath is so boring and weird. The rest is really fancy though. I like it, but I wish I loved it. It is very pretty though. It's been a while since we brought up Jennifer, and she's back with possibly the most controversial coord. Liberty Sunshine is a coord you either love or hate, but to me it is glitter cowgirl excellence. Jennifer's brand has always relied on texture, but here they pushed it to the max. The glitter is the first and brightest thing you see, and from there it's a lot. The fiery feathers suit her personality, and the mismatched stockings are mature but campy. I love the plumage made to look like flames or explosions, because it's so thematically fitting. Jennifer looks perfect here. To me, this is the ultimate coord. There isn't a single ultra rare that could top this. Unfortunately, the sunshine element did not stand a chance. Despite the dramatic sun arc and the big accessories, it just doesn't work. The golden color is so boring and the style deviates a lot from what Jennifer wears. It's got the dramatic accessories that I usually love, but this time, it just looks bad. Now I realize I forgot to mention all our casual coords, so let's cover them now. Her first outfit is bright and youthful, fitting her sunny image. However, as the story gets darker, so do her clothes as she covers up and begins to dress more corporate. It's a smart way to show her progression as a character. Hina's newest outfit is pretty alright, though I'm not sure of its inspiration. It does look iconic with the thigh-high boots, but it's the worst one so far. There's an excellent performance cord though. Heart Check is a bright pink cord with silver chains and accessories. It reminds me a lot of what the girls wore in Stereotype. Street fashion is very popular and I'm glad we got a whole brand for it. 10 out of 10. Lemon gets her first pink outfit, which I'd like to attribute to Mitaki's influence, but it's probably not that deep. I love the consistent use of stockings and long sleeves. Lemon's style is always modest. The big silhouette always covers her up. The other cords are Lily of the Valley and Royal Check. The first is probably just there because they wanted pretty album art for the song, but Royal Check is very confusing. Not only does it deviate from the shapes, but it just looks weird and odd. The silhouette is very different and it doesn't really fit in this brand. Horrible way to end things. Amana's new cord isn't much better either because I'm tired of the boring pants. There are more ways to dress a masculine character, perhaps a long coat like in Versailles Garden, but even with that, it feels like the CG didn't catch up to what the designers wanted. There's two ambitious cords where this happened, Check setup and this one. I think the texture looks kinda ugly. But this is what I meant when I said you can dress a masculine character in more than just boring tops and pants. Mitaki's final outfit is much better than the last two, and it's a really great shade of blue. I love baby blue a lot, as you can tell. The mix of lace up, cute buttons, and frilly sleeves makes it almost perfect. But the final performance cord is just a cheap Aikatsu ripoff. This is literally Anne's cord. I know it could just be the same inspiration, but come on now. Auru doesn't get a new casual cord, and the one that's available is a bit too street for her. I don't think Auru goes outside much, so this would be weird to see her wearing. The performance cord is great though. With the obvious technology theme and futurism theme, it's surprising we haven't had a space-themed outfit before. Maybe Season 2 could even give us an alien one. There's fun rounded shapes with colors that really capture a spacesuit but glam it up for Primagi. The styles explored were pretty unique in the franchise. Lovely Melody and Cherry Sugar were pretty similar, with Matsuri and Mitaki both getting big accessories and hyper-feminine clothing. Hina's brand is the most unique though, with its street style that was explored pretty well. Radiant Abyss also stood out as goth, with its brighter colors and more dramatic silhouettes. Eternal Revue was theatric, and Shining Diva brought a new approach to cord design. Finally, Electro Remix had a really unique theme, with creative patterns and colors. Overall, this season was a breath of fresh air. I was always excited to see what came next because it didn't feel like a bunch of gimmicks. Outfits had structure, design, and genuine theming. We've had some low lows, but with Primagi, I think the series' fashion future is just fine. If you enjoy watching me analyze outfits, or simply like these kinds of anime, you should definitely subscribe. I do plan to cover a lot more fashion whenever we do get new installments, and I also love to cover character design. With that said, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.